Hi everyone, I'm Razvan from MammothInteractive.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create constructors for a new Java class that we're going to be creating. Just so you know, there's a 10 hours free course in the description of this video which will teach you more about coding. But that being said, let's go in Android Studio and create our new Java class. So we're going to be clicking on this folder that contains the main activity file, and so we're going to go right click and then new. As you can see right here, this Java class, I'm just going to click on it. And then we have to give a name for our class. I'm just going to say car. And as you can see right here, we have the new car object created. It just appeared right here inside this folder that contains also the main activity class. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create the constructors. But before we do that, we just have to instantiate a couple of fields. So let's first of all declare them, and we're going to have public. Now usually they're private, but in this example I'm gonna just set them public. And so we're gonna have string make and then public string model, and also a public integer variable for the year in which the car was manufactured. Okay, and so right now, since we have these properties for the car object, we just need to create our constructors. And so I'm just gonna use first of all the default constructor. It's usually good to specify the default constructor, and so that's what I'm gonna be doing right now. I'm just gonna say public car and then no parameters inside these brackets. I'm just gonna instantiate these fields, so I'm just gonna say this make equals, and then I'm just gonna use this empty string, and then this model, I'm gonna say also empty string. Usually we put empty string for the string variables, and for this integer variable we usually use 0, but in our case we can use 2000 since it would be a much more appropriate default value for the year of car. And right now I'm just gonna show you how it works. So I'm just gonna go here in this main activity, and I'm gonna go and create my new car. So I'm gonna say car, my car equals new car, and then I'm just using this default constructor. As you can see right here, this is how it works. And then I'm just gonna show a message on the screen. But first of all, I'm just gonna create here a string message, and I'm gonna set it equal to these properties that we created in the car, and then I'm gonna pass this message right here. And so I'm displaying this message on the screen, but first of all let's build this message. So I'm gonna say make, the make of the car, and I'm gonna attach my car dot make, and also then I'm just gonna say model, and then plus, I'm just attaching the value for the model. And also I'm gonna use another string. I'm gonna say year manufactured, and as well as I did before, I'm just gonna attach our last field. Okay, and so right now it should be quite okay. I'm just using, as you can see, we have everything, our message displayed on 3 lines, but we want to format them a bit so that you display them on a message with 3 lines. So that's why I'm gonna use a new line after, just before I show up this model, and a new line before showing up this line for the year manufactured. And so as you can see, this symbol that is \n, that's basically the one that we're going to be using if we want to display a new line on the screen. So I'm just going to run the emulator and show you what the values are. Since I use the default constructor, you will see basically that the defaults that we created, those are the ones that we're going to see on the screen. And as you can see right here, we don't have anything for the make and the model since we didn't specify anything when we created this car. But I'm going to show you right now how to create a customized constructor. And so I'm just going to say customized constructor, And in order to do this, I'm just going to say public car as I did before. And the only difference is that you can also pass some parameters right here. And so I'm just going to say string make and then string model and int year manufactured. Now these ones are the ones that the user inputs. So when the user is going to say new car, it's going to specify for the make, let's say Honda, then Civic for the model, and 2013 for the year manufactured. And so as you can see, these are specific values, and we just want to make sure that our fields store those values. So I'm just going to say, as I did right here, I'm just going to say this make equals make. So basically my field that stores the make will be set equal to the make that the user will input right here in this initialization of the object. So basically I'm going to do the same thing with the model, and I'm going to set it up to the value that was input by the user, and the same thing for the year manufactured. And right now we have this customized constructor created. I'm just going to show you how it works. So instead of having this car instantiated without any parameters, we're going to specify for the make, let's say Honda, so just the brand of the car, and then the model, let's say Civic, and then 2013 for the year in which the car was manufactured. And so I'm just going to keep this message that we're going to display on the screen, but keep in mind that right now we're going to have different values for this for these fields, for the make, model, and year manufactured. So you're going to see them displayed on the screen in a moment, and they will be exactly the values that we expected, because right now we store some specific values inside our fields. And as you can see right now, we have those values specified on the screen as well. That's basically all you need to know in order to create some new constructors, and also the default constructor for a Java class. If you haven't already, go and watch that 10 hours free course about coding, and you can also go on mammoethinteractive.com to check our projects. Thanks for watching.